Hey guys, so I'm back with another taste testing Filipino food taste. Hey guys, so I'm back with another food tasting video. I have been really looking forward to this because this selection of food I think is going to be better than the previous selection. I tried to think things through a little bit more while I was at the shop, and I talked to the ladies at the shop as well, so I think there's going to be a few good ones in here. Yeah, so let's get into it. So the first one I want to try is the... You know what I should have done? I should have Googled these so I could tell you a little bit about the products. But I think this is kind of like a pastry type thing. Like a pastry biscuit. Oh, it smells like butter and sugar. I'm gonna have to go for a run after this. Run to the shops to get some more. Oh no. With a cup of tea, this is gonna be amazing. It's a little bit too dry. I'm having trouble swallowing. Kind of tastes like filo pastry. It feels fresh. I don't know when the expiry date is. It doesn't have one. And it doesn't have an ingredients list either. That gets a 10 out of 10. I'm tempted to have one more, but I have quite a bit to get through, so I think I'm just gonna maybe leave that for the end if I have space. Hopefully I don't like all of these as much as I like that one, because then I think I'm gonna be in trouble. This, I don't know what it is, because it was part of buy like a set of 3 things for a certain price. There are absolutely no labels anywhere, not even a price. But I think it's gonna be like maybe corny, not popped corn, but like baked corn. You know how you can eat those corn kernels, like spicy corn kernels? Or maybe it's gonna be completely different. I don't know. Is it worth me showing you this tiny thing? This is what it looks like. Doesn't taste anything like corn. The closest thing is probably Twisties. Not as salty, slightly sweeter, slightly more barbecuey, and still fresh. I'm surprised with these two, of the freshness. I really like this as well. I think I'm gonna give these a like an 8.5. I'm not being generous at all with these marks, by the way. I've been eyeing these off. I wanted to try them while I was buying them at the shop. Crisp gel chewy crinkles. So they're supposed to be these chocolate balls, kind of like brownies. The lady at the shop just said that they were chocolatey. I'm leaning more towards brownie. They smell like brownies. So this is what they look like. You probably saw it earlier. I don't know if there's even a point to me doing this. It's like between a brownie and a cookie and a cake, but it's definitely chocolate covered in like icing sugar. There is something slightly minty in it, which is weird. Like the faintest bit of mint. They're slightly more chalky than a brownie. Really sweet, but I really like brownies, so. 30 pieces. I'm gonna give these an 8 out of 10. All above 5s. These are, it doesn't actually say on the packaging, but I asked the lady. She said that they were like peanut cookies. Now, what are those things? Meringues? I think it must be a combination of meringue and peanut. I love peanut desserts, peanut cookies, so. If you like the smell of fresh peanut cookies, that's exactly what this smells like. So they're tiny as well. So you shouldn't feel guilty if you eat like 20 of these. I was wrong about the meringue part. These are just peanut cookies. This is a 9 out of 10. Since we had Florante's peanut cookies, I think it's only suitable to have Florante's salted egg chips. Now this I'm very confused by. I don't know whether the answer to my question is on the pack. Salted egg potato chips. I thought it was, I don't know what I thought it was. I'm confused. Anyway, this is what they look like. The idea of salted egg chips doesn't particularly appeal to me. I don't like the smell of egg. It's strong. So they're just normal chips. If you've had scrambled eggs, just imagine having that in your mouth with plain salted chips. There's nothing special about this. It doesn't taste bad at all. I want to know what this is. Do I eat this? It's a leaf, and I think it's a fried leaf. It's edible. What is it? Ooh, what was that? Why don't you have an ingredients list? Maybe I'll give you a call. I really like that. It has a weird aftertaste, but it's still good. I'd eat this if I was watching TV. I'd give this a 5 out of 10. It's not, hasn't shocked me. Clearly I need to speed things up because the camera keeps turning off. Back to this. This basically tastes like roasted peanuts covered in maple syrup or something. It is absolutely amazing. Not sure how healthy it is, but it is really good. You know how sometimes you buy like sugar-coated peanuts? Like the really good ones, where the roast flavor is really strong? It's kind of like what this tastes like. And still fresh. The weird thing is, when you buy local foods here, you're more likely to buy fresh things, whether it's like prepackaged or like fresh out of the oven or something. Whereas when you buy Western food, they tend to be stale, and a lot of the things that I've bought here that are Western food, they've expired. Like I haven't gotten into the habit of checking the expiration date, because usually shops kind of monitor that and take care of it. They get rid of the old stock and they cycle things through quicker. Whereas here, you're very likely to buy expired food, pretty expensive, and it may not cater to the local taste. If you can find good local food, reliable, clean, that's recommended. So this, as messy as it looks, is a 9 out of 10. It's so big. Surely you can't finish something like that in one sitting. I'm gonna put you over here. So this, oh, didn't realize I have more of Florante's products. This is meant to be like rice cakes. I love rice cakes, like rice bubbles type stuff, or any type of rice cake, honestly. I like rice products. I think it's sweet. Just smelling it, I can't tell if it's sweet or not. It honestly just looks like a rice bubble, like a small rice bubble, slightly deformed. What in the world? I literally just spent a few minutes talking about stale versus fresh. It tastes like a stale rice bubble, slightly cardboardy taste. It's got a hole in it. Feels slightly ripped off. I don't know whether I'm starting to get full from all the things that I've been trying, because that tends to affect my opinion of food, but I'm not a fan of this. It's a little bit too sweet, a little bit too messy. And that cardboardy taste, I don't like that in food. No, not a fan. That's a 2 out of 10. And to think, when I was buying all the stuff in the shop, that was probably in my top 2 things I looked forward to the most to try. Moving on quickly so that you don't turn off again. This is, I don't know whether that means this is just chopped up turmeric. There's an ingredients list. So turmeric powder, flour, spices and salt. There's a little bit of information on the back. Health benefits of turmeric. Helps relieve arthritic pain and inflammation. Good for gastrointestinal health. Prevents gas formation. Helps relieve hyperacidity and flatulence. There's a lot of fart talk. Good for prevention of ulcer. Helps destroy and expel worms from the intestine. Aids in digestion. Works as an antimicrobial agent. Aids in the healing of wounds. So this sounds like a miracle in a foil packet. That's what it looks like inside. It smells like the bottom of a kebab. Like when you've bought a kebab, you've eaten the kebab, and the juices and like the leftover meat and cheese, it smells like how that smells. So it's not a bad smell. This would go great with avocado dip or guacamole. It looks like it would be really spicy with a lot of flavor, but it's honestly not that flavorful. It's very mild. I really like it. That sounded so unconvincing. I really like it. I thought the flavor would be a lot stronger. I'd give this a 9 out of 10. And finally, the original Filipino square biscuit. Now, I don't know how legit this is. When you say original, do you mean like original, or do you mean like, you know, it's just a catchphrase? Fresh and crispy. Okay. Oh, how cute. So this is just something you'd have in your bag. Now, I like biscuits and cookies, and I think I've made that very clear in past videos. So this is what it looks like inside. Is that not strange? It kind of looks like filler pastry, like a cookie, kind of looks like a bookshelf. I think I need another one to form an opinion. So it's good. You know Arnott's, like plain Arnott's, the oval biscuits? It tastes like that, but it's a little more salty. And the weird thing is, it's almost got like a beef stock flavor to it. I think I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I'm kind of impressed, but I'm not that impressed, you know what I mean? I'd definitely put one of these in my bag with like 2 liters of water. I think this was a very successful taste testing. Most of the things I will buy again. So that was it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like these types of videos. I definitely do. I'll probably continue doing these, build up to going to a restaurant, as I think I mentioned in the first one. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.